Hey Talking fam, and welcome to another Talking Sports video. And today we'll be taking a look at the NBA Atlantic Division off-season recap. So, please like and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into today's video. Alright, to start off today, we have the Boston Celtics. And to start off their offseason, they re-signed Sam Hauser. They also re-signed Luke Kornet. They traded Malcolm Brogdon. They signed Danilo Gallinari. They signed Mafandu Kabengele to a free agent two-way contract. They signed Luka Samanic to a free agent non-guaranteed training camp deal. Then they waived Denzel Valentine. They signed, and then finally, just a couple of days ago, they re-signed Blake Griffin. So that's a huge addition to the Boston Celtics for their import, for their under the basket. He is an amazing player to be doing that for. They signed him off of the Nets roster. Next up, we have the Brooklyn Nets, who traded Royce O'Neal to start off their offseason. Then they signed Alondes Williams to a free agent two-way contract. They re-signed Kessler Edwards. They re-signed Nicholas Claxton. And then they signed T.J. Warren as a free agent. Heading into July, they signed Edmund Sumner. They re-signed Patty Mills. They signed Yuta Watanabe. They signed Markieff Morris. They signed Chris Chiozza. And then they signed Marcus Zegarowski. And they waived him right after that. Then they re-signed David Duke to a two-way deal. They signed Marcus Zegarowski as a free agent again on the 25th. And then they signed Raquan Gray. They waived Marcus Zegarowski again. Then they signed Brandon Rockle. Then finally they waived Brandon Rockle. So that is the Brooklyn Nets' huge offseason. I guess they re-signed and waived a player twice. So so that's crazy. But now we have the New York Knicks, who are a good basketball team, finally. So their offseason started out by waiving Taj Gibson. They re-signed Jericho Sims. They signed Trevor Neals to the rest of the season two-way contract. They signed Isaiah Hartenstein. They re-signed Mitchell Robinson. And then they signed Jalen Brunson as a free agent. They re-signed R.J. Barrett to a rookie scale extension. They signed Daquan Jeffries as a free agent. They signed Ryan Arkedine Kono. They signed Svi Mykhailiuk. They signed Jalen Harris. They waived Quentin Rose. That is the Nets offseason. Now let's take a look at the 76ers transactions. They had a pretty quiet offseason. They traded DeAnthony Melton. They signed Julian Champagnie to a free agent two-way deal. They signed P.J. Tucker as a free agent. They signed Daniel House Jr. as a free agent. Then they re-signed James Harden. And then finally they signed Montrezl Harrell as a free agent. So that is the 76ers, and then finally we have the Toronto Raptors. They started out their offseason by re-signing Thaddeus Young. They signed Otto Porter Jr. They re-signed Chris Boucher. They signed DJ Wilson. They re-signed Justin Champagnie. They signed Ron Harper Jr. to a free agent deal. They signed Jeff Dalton to a free agent deal. They signed Juancho Hernan-Gomez. They waived Armani Brooks. They signed Christian Koloko. They waived Svi Mykhailiuk. And then finally they signed Josh Jackson to a free agent deal. That is the Toronto Raptors offseason recap, and that will bring up the end to the Atlantic Division recap for the offseason. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.